Yo, 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 what's good, guys? It's good. How do you get the pieces of Band of Brutality? You have to do, like, you gotta find the leads for it, and then you got to scry it. I don't even remember how I did it before. Antiquities, and then you have to find the leads, so... Where's it at? You have to find these right here. You can go to Outcast's website. He has where you can get these leads, and you just gotta kill bosses. Typically is how you get it, and you get the drop. The easiest way to really describe it. You got to get leads, you do stuff, do quests sometimes, but that's basically how you get it. And then once you get it, you scry for it, get all 5 pieces, and then it puts it together. Okay. He's in here. All right. So we're playing some Stamsorg tonight. Very, very excited about Stamsorg next patch for sure too. I think Stamsorg's going to get even better with the new update and whatnot. And it's already good now, so it's one of my favorite classes. All right. Hopefully Blackreach has some PvP action. But we shall see. It's been a while since I played Stamsorg, actually. I've been doing all right. I took this weekend like kind of off, to be honest. Like I was super tired. Been working, driving to a job site for like an hour and a half. Been fun. Basically like a 3-hour drive all day, plus working like 9 or 10 hours. So I leave at like 6 o'clock in the morning and then like get home at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. This weekend I took a good break from everything. I just sat and watched Netflix yesterday. I was so tired, but I caught up on some TV. I watched Stranger Things, the new season. It's actually pretty good. I just know that it's like every single time in like TV shows and whatnot, the longer a series goes, the worse it gets. If I'm being honest, like the longer like you watch something and like, you know, the first season, the second season are amazing. And then like, as it goes on, it just gets worse from what I've noticed. It doesn't matter what TV show it is, or whatever the case is. It just always gets worse the longer it lasts. Like the first one is always the best one. First and second season of anything. And then it just gets worse after that. It's good, Iceman. How you doing, buddy? EP as the Zerg Lords today. Yeah, I'm getting lag or something. Did I download anything? No. Yeah. I've been wanting to stream a bit more. I've just been super busy this past week. Past 2 weeks, pretty much, really. Hopefully, I can get back to my normal schedule the next week or two. When we get that job finished way up there. And then we'll get back to normal content and whatnot. I've been wanting to do some, like, highly edited, highly, like, done videos. I just haven't had the energy to do it right yet. Basically, I'm just, like, streaming now. For a little bit. It's a little bit easier to do content on. What's good, Serotonin? How you doing, man? Why is it laggy here? Why is it laggy? Like, what? Oh yeah, the chains on crystal weapon is... Dude, bro. What? Okay. Why is it so laggy? Why is it so laggy? Okay. Like... I'm Grey Host, am I? Am I in Grey Host? Oh, I thought I was in Grey Host. Or Blackreach. Wait, what? What am I in? I'm in Grey Host. Wait, oh, that's why I'm lagging. I was like, wait a second. I thought I was on Blackreach, dude. I was like, hold up. Bro, it's so bad. Gosh, man. Why is it lagging, dude? PvP felt so dead last night you started fishing? Yeah. Console is very it's just in a rough spot right now. Console is just like, it's here, but it's not. Console's in a very sad spot population-wise. PC's lagging again? Yeah, that's what I heard Solman say, but I think it's a lot of just frame rate. I mean, I haven't seen it personally. I asked Pain in the Axe and he said it's not streaming, it's just ball groups. So he said it wasn't really lagging, it was just like FPS. Yeah, I heard about Alliance points. I mean, I don't know if... See, I got banned as well for 72 hours, right? I mean, but for my character names. And TTV, like, I don't know. It's kind of sus, to be honest. Like, it's just kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird, like, why they would ban somebody for that for 72 hours. When there's plenty of other people with it. It's just kind of suspicious. I don't know. Beats me. Confused on what they're doing to Living Dark. So they're nerfing, like, they're basically making it a flat value. So, like, say, for example, they wanted to make Honor the Dead only heal for 15,000. Like, so it doesn't matter your damage or anything like that. Honor the Dead heals for 15,000. That's what they're doing to Living Dark. They're not doing anything to Honor the Dead. That's just an example. So it doesn't matter if you have 1 weapon in spell damage or 10,000 weapon in spell damage. The Honor the Dead is no longer going to scale off of your offensive stats as a base value of, I think it's 2,000 per half second. So it's going to stop the power creep of getting upwards of 3,500 to 4,000 healing on high spell damage builds. That's what they're doing to it. I think it's, and they're also increasing the duration. So it's I think it's a give and take. It's still going to be strong. It's still going to be good. I think it's more or less a nerf to Magblars and a buff to Stamplars, personally. That's what I see it as. The idea is how to save PCEU. I mean, all you can do is go to E&A until they fix it. That's all you can do on EU. I mean, consoles in the trash bin too. So but that's all you can do, honestly. I don't think Magplar or one bar will be super strong. Like I'm talking like damage. I have to talk about just strictly healing or tanking. I can see it, but I think for damage, I don't think it'll. There's too many skills you need on Templar to survive, in my opinion. I don't think one bar builds for Magplar will be that good. Like for like 1vxing and whatnot. You need all of your skills, I think. Goodness. Why is it so laggy, bro? Sucks in Grey Host. They didn't take that still? Jeez. Think about Bobo Sork. I've seen some people talk about Bo Sork for a while. I've been told about Bo Sork for the past like 2 patches, and I just like the melee playstyle. You know, like I like my few classes that I play. I really enjoy Stam Sork, Stam Blade, MDK right now. Magic DK, Stamplar sometimes. It's not been as my favorite, but really loving Stam Blade, Stam DK, and Stam Sork right now. Those are my top favorite classes. Stam Sork was my favorite class for a hot minute when I made this build. This build is insane. Well, I'm telling you, country, you're really gonna struggle with survivability with the one bar. Trust me. On Magplar, you're losing access to your armor buff, then that gives you the free recovery that adds so much value. I know Oakensole gives you armor, but it's not going to be the same. That's going to give you minor mending. So you got Jabs, Purifying Light, Honor the Dead, Turn Evil, and Camo Hunter, right? You don't have access to minor sorcery. You don't have access to minor mending. There's a lot of things you're losing for going Oakensole. Now, sure, you're getting some good buffs with Oakensole. Don't get me wrong. I think it'll still be decent. I think for ganking and for any type of healer or any type of tank, I think it'll be good. But I don't think for like a 1vx build, I don't think it'll be as viable because you really need all of your skills. Like you don't have access to a snare removal with that setup. Oh yeah, Purifying Light just give minor sorcery. I was mainly talking about minor mending. But you don't have access to that, which is a big deal. I mean, you could definitely give it a try for sure. I just don't think it'll be that good on Plar. I tested on the PTS. It did not feel like super good, in my opinion. It was good, Epic. Thanks for the sponsorship, guys. I think that's like a renew. Man. Why is it so laggy, dude? Oh, man. So bad, dude. Like, is it so laggy, bro? I can't even hit curse, man. Streak, bro. What is that? Golly, dude. Streak. I'm leaving Lagos like yesterday. That's just garbage. Just garbage. There's just nothing I can do. Abilities don't work. Forget that. I'm out. Like, it's just ridiculous. So bad. I didn't even know I was in Grey Host. And I was like, why is it lagging in Blackreach? I thought I was in Blackreach, but it's just too bad. I can't PvP in there. It just sucks. It does. I've been following you. You've been following me since forever and love the way you handle the game. do you feel about Standblade? Standblade's great. I love my Standblade right now. I think it's one of the most fun classes to play. Well, we go to lag host, and then there's nowhere we can travel, so I gotta run forever to find action. So this is the state of PvP on console right now. It's either lag your balls off, it makes you want to log off the game, or go to Blackreach to where you have to run across the entire map to find fights. To find 10 blues and 10 yellows fighting at a keep. Halfway across the map. Or you can go do BGs and go against DKs. Like 10,000 Dragonites. Or you can go to IC where your abilities are glitched or you can't, you know, do a Dragon Leap on a DK, or you can't hit Elusive Mist, or whatever the case is. That's the state of PvP for console. You don't have Clever or Trial by Fire? I mean, honestly, those sets are really irreplaceable, in my opinion. Those are both crafted sets. If anything, you can probably run... Gosh, I would run Pariah on the body and then run Clever Alchemist. That's what I would do. Because you really can't miss out on Clever Alchemist, in my opinion. Are you enjoying more Mag or SamDK? Definitely SamDK right now. Alright, well, I haven't 1vx on my Samsork in a while, so... Relax, bro. Oh, I can't go through the door now. Probably not gonna hop on a bow build. I really like this build. I love my... Golly, why is there always a DK that just... You don't hit a dot, he just hits Fossilize. Yeah. Alright, so what do we got? DKs. Wow. Do. What the heck, bro? What is that trash, dude? Come on now. Really, Javelin's gonna do that to me? Oh, you're... Oh, man. Are you kidding me, bro? I hate the way Javelin stuns. Ooh. Come on now, bro. Give me a break here, fellas. Come on now. I can't even turn around. Burst, anything. Holy dude. 2 dark convergences in 3 seconds. Oh, it would do that to me, wouldn't it? Nope. I can't even catch a break, dude. I gotta that's what I gotta do. I have no opportunity to go offensive. There's literally like 20 people on me. Fellas. Yeah. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm back. So that was nice. Don't have any scrolls or anything. Good, Captain. There's nothing you can do against that. Like, you're just getting... I mean, you got healers. Like, what are you supposed to do? Oh, I get bagged like that all the time. It's no big deal, Derek. It's just normal for me. Normal run of the mill. My website is up, yes. Greyhouse is unplayable, dude. There's abilities don't work in Greyhouse. I wish I could. Greyhouse is just terrible. I can't cast abilities. It just doesn't work for me. Yeah, my website, therealgodzilla.com is the website. I wonder if my Shopify is up yet. I wouldn't say ESO is dead. I would just say until they fix performance, ESO is in a sad state. Honestly, I mean that's just the way it's been for a while though. Regardless, you know. Yeah, I wouldn't say ESO is dead. It's just Blackreach is the only place you can find PvP action, right? That you don't lag your balls off. Like in Greyhost, it's just unplayable where you can't cast anything. Oh yes, you do stack spell damage on a Templar because of the minor sorcery passive. That's correct. Think about buying a character slot and trying out Stamp Sorc. I like Orc for the speed. My personal favorite. Having that speed is kind of nice. That's the way to level crafting. Get the intricate stuff and do that. The man's just like not take my Stop running. That's the way to level crafting is to get the intricate stuff and do that. All that boring stuff where you go buy it from the traders and then get like expiration gain and whatnot. That's the easiest way. You make a build with Dragonstar Arena Mall. I actually was using that just the other day. I tried it on a Stam. Was it on a Stamden? Was it on a Stamden? Or was it on a Stamcrow? I don't remember. It was on one of the two. It was pretty decent. For sure. I kind of liked it. Would you run Spin to Win into frags when it comes out? You definitely could try it. I'm personally gonna try. I'm gonna run a melee mag sorc build, possibly, with like crushing weapon and the new sea frags. Simple question that is very hard to answer for most people. How do you make grinding a Sandblade to CP fun? Like, what do you mean? Like, grinding a character? Or what? What do you mean by grinding a Sandblade to CP fun? I'm using the Serpent right now. I believe the Serpent. Yeah, Serpent. What's up, Eli? How you doing, man? I do have a video on this RuneScape. I think that's what your name you're going for. But yes, I do have a build video on my Stamp Sorc. I also have it up on my website as well. PvP is lag-free on PC, not on console. PC it still sucks, or console it still sucks. What's my pen? Without battle lore and whatnot, we have 6,500. So grinding, I mean, the easiest way to really do it is to just, like, honestly, if it's just do your dailies. I know it sounds kind of boring. Do your dailies, get your random dungeon in, all that jazz. You could do that and then do your daily battleground. I mean, if you just want to PvP and do that, then to have fun, you just need to get like some decent sets. Like you can go get some crafted sets like Clever Alchemist and get Wretched Vitality, right? And then run like 2 Blood Spawn, 1 Trainee, and then 1 Majesty or something like that, okay? So you can get that, right? And then you can go PvP in Battlegrounds. And you could have a good solid build on a Stand Blade where you could just PvP all day long and just level up that way and just do Battlegrounds. That would be a good way to level up as well, where it's not boring. But you won't grind up as fast as, like, you know, levels and whatnot. That's the easiest way I can describe it. Is queue up for Battlegrounds, right? Queue up for BGs because you're lower CP, I would assume, and just get a good build like Clever Alchemist on the front bar, Wretched Vitality back bar, and then you're good to go. Oh, this build is already up, man. This build is already on my channel. Oh, for sure, IrishNed is a little bit easier to get than Majesty. New Moon EV? Yeah, that's good as well. You can go New Moon. I would go New Moon Wretched, to be honest. Somebody asked where Pink was. She's doing okay. She's actually in the hospital right now. I think she's taking a nap. Her surgery that she had has like I think she got like an infection or something like that. And she's doing okay. Hopefully she's watching the stream. I don't know where she's at. Or if she's sleeping or what. I haven't ran a Vate 2H build. This has been my only Vate 2H build in like a long time. Like, I think, what was it, my Stand Blade I ran before on Vate 2H? Similar setup with like my stamps work. I haven't ran Vate 2H on a lot of builds. My red over other faction just kind of, what's what I did, to be honest. I just picked red a long time ago and just stayed with it. People teabag you every time. Yeah, Nightblades get a lot of hate. Nightblades get a lot of hate for sure. They're just annoying to fight against sometimes, especially a good Nightblade where you cloak at the right times and you just kind of don't get hit. Kind of invincible to some degree. It's actually kind of annoying to fight against a Nightblade. Yeah, I don't really pick an alliance for any reason, really. It's just what all my characters are on. Am I able to link? I don't think I have that integrated. I have the skills integrated, but not the sets. No. I guess I could probably put a picture on it, huh? Oh, for sure. That's exactly what I do. I don't like cloak to run away. I cloak to get line of sight. Just break some distance to get a good spot to fight. But honestly, ever since the Mythics came out, it kind of made IrishNed kind of obsolete to some degree on most setups. You can get access to a one-piece trainee and a mythic item when you compare it to something like just a two-piece of 8, right? You're getting access to like Majesty plus extra health versus a two-piece of Vadishran. But then you also get a proc as well, so it's a give and take, honestly. I like both. But there's some builds that I do prefer the Vade over, like on my Stamp Sork. It adds so much extra burst potential. With the Crystal Weapon, with Curse, Streak, and all that, it's just so fun. Oh, for sure, Love Train. That's one of the better setups for Nightblade. It's very, very squishy though. Very, very squishy. Imperial Death Knight. The only things I hate about Nightblades right now is Cowrians. Yeah, for sure. Cowrians make Stamblade kind of busted. I will agree with that. This guy was teabagging me, wasn't he? Putting a corrosive on me, bro. Rip, almost fell off. Yeah, swap bars. It's not. So you're using corrosive, right? But you don't go offensive. DKs are always funny creatures. Like, he's just heavy attacking. It's just gonna wait for me to hit my ulti. Gonna hit your corrosive yet or no? I don't know why your teabaggins are. DKs are always funny individuals, I will say. You have to take your hairline off. People are just like, oh, Stamsork does no damage. Oh no, Stamsork doesn't do no damage. That's the guy that zerked me up there. Stab my body. No, you got bursted, bud. I'll be catching you later. I mean, you're in the grave, bud. You're in the grave, my dude. I would say Stamsork's way better than Stamplar. I love Stamsork. Stamsork can actually kill things, while Stamplar just like sits there and pokes. People don't expect the damage that Stamsork puts out. People just don't expect it. Wish I could mount, that'd be nice. You know, but trying to catch back up on chat. There we go. All right, now let's run up here. We'll see if we can help EP a little bit. I'll probably mess with some Bosork, if anything. Could mess around with a Bowden. Wonder how a Bowden would go. I don't know though. I think Stamsork is one of the best classes next patch personally for me, and how I like to play, and the people like how it performs against other players and whatnot. Like Stamsork has some nasty burst potential where you can just nuke somebody. Yeah, that's one thing else that kind of sucks on console is you don't have the good aiming. Like your thumbs are useless pretty much. It's really hard to aim on console. Oh, it's gonna be insane for Stamsork. I'm very, very excited. You can the issue is you can increase your sensitivity on PC. You can't increase your sensitivity on console. That's one of the biggest issues. Like sure, like this is as fast as you can move your camera, so it kind of sucks. You can for sure do it, but it's just I think skills that actually go on your light attacks are much easier to land sometimes. I just love my stamps work. This build just is just like peanut butter and jelly. It just works. So it's here, huh? There's a hammer over there. What did the Karen hit me for? Oh, it was 11k soul harvest. That's what killed me. Well, let's check out. IC is dead. This is just the reality of the situation on console. Grey Hill says all the PvP action you can ever muster, but you can't use abilities. You have to do BGs instead. This sucks. Especially on a Memorial Day weekend too. Not a lot of people have to work tomorrow. So it actually makes things should be a bit more populated. It just kind of sucks, you know? It's like not everything is viable for as BGs as they are in like open world. Like in BGs it's like a very closed space. Like the stamps work does well in BGs, but the stamps work really performs at the highest level whenever you can kite. Yeah, there's just different things that you can do on PC versus you can do on console, you know? That's why there's different metas, and that's why some things just work differently in other places. You know? Like, that's what some people don't understand, that main PC is there's just... I'm probably dead. It's like, people want to say, like, all consoles inferior, but just things just work differently, because... For one, there's controller, right? And we can't turn our, our thumbs as fast as you can on PC. So there's different things that are just going to be better or worse. And that's why, like, range classes aren't necessarily as strong as they are on PC. So when Sorc gets nerfed on PC and whatnot, it may be, still viable for sure to some degree, especially a good Sorc. But you put that on console, it's just not going to work the same. That's just how it is. People just seem to forget about that. Like console builds are trash, but it's just different play styles and different utilities that people have, I guess. Easiest way to describe it. Okay, where did that guard go? The guard just went through the mountainside. Where's the whole app? Come on now. How do I get in here? Stop hitting your car like that. He won't run fast enough. No, I hit my freaking vigor, dude. No. My rally ran out. There's just no action here. It's just a freaking ball group Zerg. With the hammer. Can't even mount. I was expecting an end cap and then my rally ran out. And I jumped and hit my rally and thought I bar swapped. But I guess I didn't. That's what sometimes is weird, like whenever you bar swap. Like you'll hit your abilities and then it'll bar swap for you sometimes. Like, I was on my 2H bar when I was trying to execute and I didn't kill him. What do I think about Bowsorks? Is this gonna be a Bowsork stream? Bowsorks are good. I mean, I've heard a lot about them. People have been talking about them all day today. No, stream. They're pretty good. I just don't like them much on console. You should get a PS5 nice, Splinter. It definitely looks a lot better, for sure, I will say. It looks a lot better. But you can't replicate the dual wield Sork versus the bow Sork, you know? It's not the same. Well, the main reason why bow doesn't work on console is it's just hard to aim, you know? It's not as fast. Still PS5 hunting, yeah. I got mine like, what was it, like? Gosh, I've had mine for a while, I think. A little bit at least. Wait. Up here, why did I go this way? Do a first person stream? No. Never. That'd be terrible. Challenge stream. You just gotta get used to the UI though. I wouldn't say it's bad. I just wouldn't say it's good either. Holy dude. Nothing you can do. There's just so many people. Yeah, we were thinking about that when do that challenge stream. Every time I die, I have to take armor off. What's that? Guards pushed me into the wall where I couldn't. Oh man. Okay, why does it do a half of a streak? That 2 DBs I've missed? Oh. You try dot stamp crow? It just takes too long. The issue is PvP is all about burst potential. And unless those dots have a lot of burst, it's not going to do too much, you know? Savage Werewolf? Yeah, Savage Werewolf is busted on a dot Sork. Or dot crow, whatever. You can maybe do a dot crow with Savage Werewolf possibly. That could be something I could try. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know why my DBs were missing either. You know, like he's right here in front of me. My DBs missed twice. It wasn't even just like a like, oh, it's okay, it'd be fine. It was actually like a needed to land. That's a little bit busted. Through that bow dot. I don't know. We may try something like that of the nature with Savage Werewolf and like the bow ultimate or something like that. What the frick? Yo! Yo! You're dead. I have way more survivability on my Stam DK. Like I can tank like probably this whole group on my Stam DK, but as soon as you get it on my Stam Sorc, it's a lot harder to survive. A lot harder to survive. What the? No repairy wallies for you. No. 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 Stop it. Stop repairing walls. I said stop it. I said stop it. Streak. Holy smokes, man. It's ridiculous how long it takes me to streak sometimes, dude. Oh, man. Oh, my. It's just, oh, I'm in Blackreach too. It's just makes you want to just cry. Honestly, when you press a button there, it don't work. It's bad. So much more for everybody on my Stam DK. That hurt. Stop dizzy swinging me. Play Rake would be good with this build with next patch with the Dovra Sabatons. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm dropping my Vate, but I don't want to drop my Vate. It just works. It does. It just works. Okay, bud. Guess what? Bye. What's good, Ginger? How you doing, man? Sometimes when I streak, like when I streak, I get stuck by stuff sometimes. It's super annoying. How many DKs? You got one. Got two DKs this BG. I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Is Pink in stream? Pink, are you here? Okay, this is also what's annoying. I'm not touching my heavy tech button. I'm not touching it. I swear. I swear. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. See, I'm hitting my ability. I'm hitting my R1. The only way that you can get it to stop it is to block. Wait a second, bro. What was that, dude? Did my Dawnbreaker go off? I don't even know what happened. I guess I get hit by Calrians, but I dropped the Dawnbreaker, but didn't know the Dawnbreaker went off. Okay. There's some funky things going on right now. For whatever reason in the game. Okay, I'm bar swapping. I can't dude. I can't bar swap now. I can't bar swap. I can't bar swap. I can't bar swap. I can't put my weapons away. I can't. Just kill me, please. Yes, finally. Oh, now it's got the heavy tech bug again, bro. What is this, dude? Okay. You done? Goodness gracious. All right, now let's try to use abilities. Okay. Things are working now. Maybe not for long, but they're working. That was 3 bugs back to back. Break. I can't hit my curse on them because I keep cleansing it. Okay, if I have both teams over here, or the whole team over here, purple team, I guess we are winning though. Okay, I died. What did I die to? Dawnbreaker? Okay. Okay, bow. Bow Nightblade. Got a surprise for you. 3K executes. Man has no health, bro. Bro, how much health has he got? We won. Bro was at literally 100 health the whole time. I don't even understand how he was alive. Can you make a Stamplar to provide good pressure and also be tanky? The best Stamplar I tried personally was what I liked was Clever Alchemist back bar with a deadly front bar. That's what I liked personally. That was my favorite Stamplar build that I played. Rallying Cry is good, but I just like Clever more. I mained Stamplar for a long time. Ever since they nerfed Mechanical Acuity, it really kind of kicked Stamplar in the balls. Well, I play Stamplar quite a bit, or have played Stamplar quite a bit. Another one that I know of is Asias. He plays Stamplar. I think he runs Rallying Cry and Deadly. But the issue with Stamplar is not the sets or any of that. It's the sustain on Stamplar is what really sucks the most. That's what really is not so great about Stamplar, is the sustain. Warden will leave you sorely disappointed, I think. You know, just from my experience, Warden will kind of leave you disappointed. Sorcerer isn't good. I beg to differ. I think one thing I do want to try is like Clever Alchemist and Essence Thief on Stamplar. I think that would be good. That would buff like all my damage, not just jabs at that point. So I think Essence Thief could be a good alternative, but then that becomes an issue of trying to get the buff sometimes. But I think Essence Thief and Clever Alchemist could be a pretty solid setup for Stamplar. That's what I would try personally. Or you could even go with you could try like Resto and Dual Wield, which sounds good, but I don't know. Resto and Dual will give you access to Honor the Dead, but then you'll probably need to run Wretched Vitality or something like that for magic sustain. I don't know. I want a build that has access to, and probably the best one, if I'm being honest, is probably and I hit my Whirling Blades on this man. The thing I had that was very tanky, that I will admit that was just enormously tanky, but had very little, like, it was good killing potential, but it wasn't the same. If that makes any sense. Healer. I like healers. The thing I liked on my Stamplar last time that I tried it was Rallying Cry, or one of the last times I tried it was Rallying Cry and Deadly, okay? But I ran 2H front bar and Sword and Board back bar. And I had Honor the Dead, which felt very good for hybrid healing and survivability and all that jazz. It was nice. But it ran into the issue of not having access to Javelin, and I prefer dual wield on Stamplar more. So there was a give and take on some things that kind of annoying. Yeah, Plague Slinger's good for like fighting one person, but it sucks outnumbered for sure. I wouldn't say Magic DK is broken. I would say it's strong, and I think there would definitely need to be some adjustments, but not the adjustments as Zenimax did. Usually build your stacks for damage or building the stack to burst people. For Vadishrin, it's more or less just to yeah, it adds extra healing potential and damage that I deal, but it's mainly just a flow thing that I do. I don't even like try to proc anything. Like I just do my thing, and if it procs it, procs it. I just don't think about it. I just do it, and it just does damage. I don't even think about my bait. Like, I do, but I don't. If it does something, it does something. It heavily outperforms every class and can counter Purge because of Plague Break. Essentially, why play Samsork when you can play Magic DK or Magplar? Because you want to play Stamsork. I mean, if you talk about the tippity top, right? For solo play, I actually prefer Stamsork over Magic DK, if I'm being honest. You can't match the speed that you get, you know, that you get on Stamsork. Now, if you're talking about the sweatiest of sweatiest 4v4 types of PvP, yeah, I could see DK for sure. But you don't, I get there's like a meta and a playstyle that, you know, goes around and comes around and whatnot. It doesn't mean you have to play it, right? There's plenty of decent setups that you can run on off-meta classes that still do well, that are still, you know, viable. But I definitely get it. You know, we all know that BGs is full of DKs all the time. I get it, you know. And DK is a pretty hard counter to Stamsork, especially if you get 2 or 3 DKs on you. And you're pretty much screwed in general anyways, right? But I don't even think, like, the problem with DK isn't even a problem with DK. There's some skills that are just good for XP1ing. For example, Fossilize and Talons are the most annoying things you can have happen to you. It doesn't even matter what class you play. You could be playing a DK and going up against DKs, and it could still kill you. Right? So it's not necessarily like... They're just very tanky, and they have a lot of healing potential, you know, ever since the hybridization of heals. You know, we talked about this. I definitely raised the alarm and said, hey, this is going to be an issue. So, and it is an issue. But you play Stamsork just for the sheer kiteability and burst that you can do, and just how fun it is. I get people have fun by winning, but it's not always about winning, if that makes sense. Like, sure, winning is fun. That's why you don't play like Magblade or something like that, right? Because you definitely won't win on a Magblade, you know, versus a DK, like, in most situations. But if you're talking like in PvP and whatnot, and you're talking about outnumbered, where that's definitely gonna be an issue. I wouldn't think he had a 40k Breath of Life in PvP. That's impossible. Maybe 20. 40 is not. That's not possible. There's different things that are good. Yeah, for sure, Hybrid Blade, but that's more or less a stand blade if we're being honest, Phantom. That's not a mag blade by any means. It's a stand blade, just with a different burst heal. That's the new mag blade, honestly. But at that point, I don't see a reason to drop stand blade to go to that, in my opinion. Yeah, sure, you can try it and enjoy it, but I just prefer the dual wield 2H. Oh, for sure, the mag heal is nasty. It's really good. But a lot of times, from what I notice, from most situations, when people talking about metas and whatnot, it's hard to really decipher like what level people are talking about. Because oftentimes when I talk about a meta, I'm talking about the tippity top of the best players. Right. You know, the sweaty boys, the guys that have the best gear sets, and, you know, the better players. Sometimes people could be talking about, you know, average players. You know, like average players, Calorie and Stainblade will absolutely destroy average players. When you go up against a good player with Calorie and Stainblade, it'll be strong for sure, and you can catch them. But sometimes, if they survive that burst, you can kind of get screwed over and they can catch you, right? Because you're very squishy. So it really just depends on, there's different like tiers of players, and there's different things that work against different types of players, you know. There's a lot of nuance to describing metas, and there's also, you gotta look at it different platforms as well. I know PC and console are different metas entirely, and different things work for different folks. I would say the DKs are overperforming, but I wouldn't say that they're overpowered and broken. Like, I wouldn't say a DK is unkillable, right? That's what kind of irritates me. Is like every class is killable. You know, I killed a DK earlier on my Stamsork in a 1v1 against this. Just absolutely bursted him. You know, you can catch people for sure. It just really just depends. And I think a lot of sentiment behind like something's broken is because a lot of people play it, right? Like something could be broken and nobody could play it because somebody could be keeping it a secret, right? So there's things like that it has to be popular and strong for it to get noticed, right? U.N.O ESO dies, that's facts. Zilla eats crayons, I'll eat crayons. I'll eat crayons. I just don't want DK to go how it was. You know, how it was. Like, a lot of people don't remember how DK was. When it was terrible and nobody played it. Except for the freaking Giga Chads that now play it all the time. And then also there's a lot of people that hopped on the bandwagon, which I have no problem with. I don't have a problem with people hopping on bandwagons. I really don't. It's a game, played how you want. If you work 40 hours a week and then you hop on ESO, nobody can tell you you can't play this or play that. But if we're being honest, you know, the game isn't trying to be skill-based, okay? You know, it doesn't matter like how good you are. If you have fun, that's all that matters. That's the way I've changed my mentality over the years. And Zoss would rather us talk about, hey, this class is OP, or hey, that class is OP, rather than talking about performance, right? They would rather say like, oh, DKs are so strong, this is too strong, you know, needs to be adjusted. But the real thing in the room is performance. I mean, okay, it happens in every game though. If you talk about Call of Duty, you talk about like, what's that game called? Warzone or whatever. Right? Talk about Warzone. Okay. People use the best weapons on that all the time. It's no different than any other game. Oh, I needed a streak there. Streak. I would say it is different, but the same concept applies. Everything does that. You know, everybody hops on the bandwagon of the best class. What would I say my most fun class? I would have to go. I think the old school Steel Tornado. If you guys remember the old school Steel Tornado when it used to whenever you used to be able to, like, it had like a 9-meter radius, right? You guys remember that? I think that with my Stamina Warden was my favorite. If I'm being honest, that would be my favorite of all time. That's what I miss. The old school Stamden when shocks used to go through block. Whenever permafrost used to CC. That's what I miss. What are my weapon skins? They're like Bakugamas or something like that. It's from the Crown Store. Thanks for the $2 donation, buddy. I appreciate it. Nope. Missed the time you can leap into keeps. Yeah, that was nice, huh? This sucks, man. Goodness gracious. Lock reaches. Eyr0n. This is BG time. Yes, shocks once used to go through block. Oh, man. What did the Magica shocks used to do? The Magica Warden. I don't remember. I know the stamina ones used to give major breach. They both used to give breach. They both used to give breach. They both gave breach, I believe. What else? That would be one of my favorite builds at that time. I also like the old school Stamcrow with the Colossus. Oh, the Magica Beetles. Oh yeah, they did use the CC, didn't they? Yeah, that was good. But I'm talking about after they nerfed it the first time and removed the CC. They did something else to it. I don't remember. What else was it? I missed the old school Stamcrow with Deaden, like with the Colossus that gave major vulnerability by 30%. And at that time, you didn't have Dark Convergence. So it was like more skill-based to play the Necro, in my opinion, at that time. Gosh, what was I running? I was running like, I think I was running like Clever Alchemist. Of course, you know, that's one of my favorite sets in the game. Clever Alchemist and, gosh, what else was it? I don't remember. Some people up here, though. You're tanking. Just because you Dark Convergence doesn't mean you'll be good. Pink, are you in the stream, babe? I'm not gonna teabag anybody. Unless they teabag me. I've pretty much always used Clever. Clever has always been one of the best sets in the game. Like, what was it? It used to last for like 15 seconds and then they buffed it to 20. Not literally just rhetorical. It's Rakugumas. It was in the Crown store. They're not there anymore, I don't think. It's also the same style as my 2H as well. Teabagging can get you banned. Yeah, I know. But it just depends on who you teabag and how mad they get to report you. It used to be 15. It was 15. Now then they buffed it to 20. I think it was always pretty much the same amount of damage that it's had. He's the CEO of Lipton? Like Lipton Tea? Or he's like a guild or something. When did teabagging become against terms of service again? It's been against terms of service for a while, but it's not a very nice thing to do. People get really upset. Oh, I got you. I got you. I get the joke now. I went right over my head, dude. I do have a build link for this, Sean. I have it on my website at therealgodzilla.com and also on my YouTube for this build as well. You definitely adjust this around accordingly to your whatever you like, but I think what made this Damsler good was two things that happened. The hybridization of skills and damage put curse on our build was one big thing. And then also was because we weren't tanky, right? Damsler has never been a tanky kind of build. It's always been a little bit squishy, a little bit more of a glass cannon. Sorry, I sneezed. But that was... Samswork's always been a little bit squishy. So we put Trial by Fire on, and that fixed a lot of our tankiness issues. Curse is what really helps Samswork a lot. I sound Asian? I'm not Asian. I get that a lot, though. People say I'm Asian. I'm white, dude. Play Sakuro? Yeah, I'm Asian, guys. Sorry. I tried to trick you. I may play Sakuro. Eventually. Alright. Any advice for people just starting out? Take your time. It depends on what you're starting out. Like, if you're just starting the game, like you just logged in, then you have a long road ahead of you, if I'm being honest. But if you're, kind of done a little bit of PvE, and you have some decent gear, like, you got a crafter and whatnot, then you can hop right into PvP. But it just depends, like, if you just started out in the game, you really want to focus on the PvE stuff. Get some gear, do some dungeons, do all that stuff. Then you can really get into PvP. What's good, Chrome? But a lot of it, like actual like tips and stuff, is just find a class you like. Don't pick the meta class because eventually, like, that class will be nerfed probably. If you pick it right now, it'll be nerfed when you get it up to max level and whatnot. So pick something you like. If you like Samsork, try Samsork. I got plenty of builds to get you started on really the main classes I like personally. I like me some Stamsork, some Stam DK, Stam Blade. Really a lot of Stam classes because I'm always playing solo pretty much. Would I ever do coaching? Yeah, I've considered it. I've considered it for sure. Possibly. It's definitely a possibility. But that would have to be, with a, a membership and whatnot. But I've considered it for sure. And I think I could take my content to the next level as well, because I think that would give me, like, in tune with people that, ask questions, and I could use those questions for videos and whatnot. So I think it would be beneficial for not just the person that I'm helping, but for like other people as well, to take what they ask me and what they're learning about. All right. Let's burst this guy. Imperial is viable for magic builds, but it's not recommended. It's viable, but not going to be the best, in my opinion. Imperial's good for Magicka. It's not bad. Oh, that's gonna hurt. It's not bad, but there's like Breton is better for Magic. Well, that hurt. Oh, let me heal up. A lot of it just is, sometimes this game is also a lot about preferences that people seem to, like, sure, some things are best in slot, but there's a very nuanced things. Like right now, I like Dark Elf on some of my magic, or on my Templar builds, because I've been using this food called Red Frothgar that gives me the sustain that I need. So I don't need necessarily, like Breton for the construction and recovery. So like I'm just happy enough with Dark Elf with the Red Frothgar food. So there's a lot of preferences that is true as well. Yeah, Impio's good for mag. I won't say it's bad, but I think there's sometimes more beneficial races sometimes, but it's not bad, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting 2,000 health and 6% cost reduction. But the issue is you get, you know, less health, but having more stamina isn't too bad either. It's honestly just preference at the end of the day. Okay, how did that man not get stunned by my Dawnbreaker? He did not block. Zilla Blade coming in clutch. Let's pop this bad boy right here. Nice. Not a double streak or hit my curse. Yeah, Nord is good. Nord is actually kind of Kind of fell off. I remember when Nord had like 4K armor. If you guys remember that. Nord used to be kind of busted. Nord used to be like even better than it is right now. Nord was like meta for a minute. So Nord was like a solid meta for like, I don't know, like at least a patch or two. They used to be a lot better though. They're underrated now, kind of, but I just think there's better options now. Three patches? Was that when they did is that when they went to like the Skyrim area and did that? And then they buff Nords and coincide with that? I remember when Nord, what was I running on Nord? I ran Nord like DK, I think it was. I've thought about Crypt Magden for a long time. I don't think it'll work. I've tested stuff every now and then the past few patches. Not really like super in depth where I like waste so much gold, but man, I would just rather play that's some dumb stuff. I hit my potion. Dawnbreaker got me. But I've tried a crit Magden. It just doesn't hold. You're better off going with Dragokins. You could try no attacks as a meme for sure, but leave Stamsork? Definitely could try that as well, but I love my dual wield Stamsork, to be honest. So that was a 13k rally. Streak. We'll go for kills. Use bar swap cancel caltrops? Not really. You can, but you don't really have to. I mean, it helps kind of, but only if you're like doing some kind of trying to get it out fast. Golly, there's a freaking Zork heals. Missed a point blank DualSbreaker. Good, Nexy. Do you need caltrops when Stamplar? I like it. I like it sometimes more than Power of the Light, to be honest. Especially for Xing, it really helps. Check back in Black Region, see what's going on there. Why don't you see anyone streaking through DC with Rush of Agony on? I don't know. I mean, it's probably a little bit different on console versus PC. There's a lot more DKs on console. DKs everywhere. Make a gold making guide? I mean, what I do to make gold, I haven't done anything to make gold in a while. I had like 7 mil when I sort of when I came back and started doing some content again. I had 7 mil and flipped mats for a while, and then just came back and stopped flipping mats. That's the way I made gold, is just flip mats, buy them low and sell them high. Higher, I should say. Just take the profit in between. That's the easiest way to make gold. It's so easy. You gotta play the market. You know, it's just like playing. It's like a mini version of playing stocks and stuff. It's pretty cool though. Kind of got in tune with, you know, what the market prices were and all that stuff. I don't think that was a salty whisper. I don't get them much. I get them sometimes though. Kirk soon was Kirk soon, man. He's having fun in Elden Ring. He's probably just waiting for performance to get better, if I'm being honest. That's what all of us are really doing. No, I'm on console. PS5 NA. Imperial for StamDK. I don't know if I answered that or not. Sometimes it's so hard to concentrate whenever you're fighting versus... I probably could say something and don't even realize what I'm saying sometimes. But Imperial for StamDK. You need it for the cost reduction for coag and stuff. Azerblight and Plague Break. Yeah, that could be good for group play. If you do a group build for bombing, I think it could be good. But I think, honestly, you could do better either, instead of Azerblight, going with Rush of Agony or Dark Convergence and going with Negate. I think Negate with Dark Convergence would be really good. Or just doing Negate with Rush of Agony and Plague Break as well. What's up, Cobra? Thanks, Zaxi, for the donation, buddy. It's been a minute since I've seen you in game. What have you been messing with? Well, you can't go wrong with StamDK, StamSork, or StamBlade right now, honestly. All those classes are really good. Really solid. Can't go wrong with any of that. Oh, I wasn't even looking. I was looking at chat. I want to wait till the update comes out. I love my macro, both PvE and PvP. I don't like macro too much, if I'm being honest. I don't like macro too much. I tinker around with it. I just can't get with the playstyle. Stamsork is one of my favorites. Stamsork is just all around. It's good. It's got good kiting potential. It's got good burst potential. It's got good sustain, good damage. Not broken. Takes a little bit of skill. So overall, I really like. I really like my Stamsork. Yeah, Blast Bones is definitely one of the biggest issues with it. Probably. That and with the Warden and the Necro, they're just so buff intensive. So buff intensive. You know, like it's just got so many freaking buffs you gotta hit. Like with Stamsork, you hit your rally and you got like 3 buffs. Right? And then everything else is just damage. Like on Stamsork. Same decay is the same way pretty much. You got your armor buff and you got your rally. Just like Necro is just like so buff intensive. Oh, that snare lasts for. My goodness. Baked beans ran out of werewolf form. Uh-oh. Come on. Please use surprise attack on a sand blade. Thank me later, please. I guess they're giving up. it wasn't for the warden, I'd have got the Nightblade. Can you get on that? I wonder if you can. Templar is still better. I disagree. Templar it holds no candle to the Stamp Spark in my opinion. Oh, let's freaking CC bombard freaking whatever that is. For a streak. Argonian Magic DK is good, for sure. Okay, can this bug stop happening? I'm not heavy attacking. It's ridiculous. Gosh, that's the 4th time I've had that stupid thing. And it's just gotten, like, worse. Like, it happened a few times every now and then, but it's gotten a lot worse. I've gotten that thing 4 times today, and it's only been in BGs. Did I get pretty good at PvE before having success in PvP? No. I actually think it's the opposite, to be honest. You learn more, like, there's different dynamics to it, right? So, from being under pressure and fighting outnumbered all the time, it actually made me a better tank in PvE than just playing a PvE tank in PvE. If that makes any sense. In PvP, it's all about heal rotation. It's all about being your most sturdy that you possibly can be. You know, taking a lot of damage, expecting the unexpected, you know, having to really be limited on your resource sustain. And that's really what helps in PvP is really understanding your class and understanding what you have to do, what abilities you need to hit when, and, you know, what keeps you alive, what does this and what does that, right? So me playing PvP and constantly outnumbered all the time taught me actually more about PvE and how to survive in tanking hard bosses and whatnot, like, than doing any PvE did. Sure, you know, there's a few caveats to that, like not knowing mechanics and stuff. But for the most part, if like you can take a PvPer and put them in some good PvE gear, and they would do just fine. But you can't take a PvEer into PvP and get them in some good PvP gear, and they'll do just fine. There's your overall more well-rounded player whenever you PvP, because you already know about a DPS rotation, even though it's not the exact same, you know, kind of setup. You know, you sure you have like your dots and whatnot, but you already understand that after doing PvP. You already understand how to burst. You already have the concept of DPS rotation. But for PvEers, unless they do PvP, they don't have a lick of sense about what healing, you know, overhealing does, or like how to play defensive and how to be tanky. Like honestly, in most situations, how 1vxers survive, it's not even like having an immense amount of resistances. It's just healing yourself before you take damage, and healing yourself with a healing over time ability. That's how you survive in outnumbered situations most of the time. It's not even having really insane mitigation. I was looking at them when I streaked. Bunny hopping, movements, all that matters. Come on, keep chasing me, sir. Alright, we're gonna go up here then. Up here to my little farm. I mean, hit that button. How many we got in here? We got 2 or 3? Freaking. Need a revive real quick, bud. Hit that revive button real fast. That's kind of annoying. I use Meteor. You guys really ran away from a 1v3. Oh, man. Yeah, it was a Mage's Guild Ultimate. Let me get my meter up and then I'll kill that guy. He's got freaking 23k health. Hey, dude, this is what I'm talking about. This guy is just spamming Honor the Dead when he doesn't even need to be spamming Honor the Dead. He run himself out of magic before we even fought. Mage's Guild is, it's not, you're not going to use the meteor on every class. It's just on Stamp Circle really that you're really going to find the most value from it. On a stamp build, that is. Well, it's good for a few other classes as well. I don't know how that guy got to 1000 CP. I guess you can get to 1000 CP not PvPing, because that guy literally, that's like me spamming Vigor. Like, just spamming Vigor. Not taking any damage. Just, I don't understand how that guy... That's the one thing you don't do. I don't even know what that guy was doing, to be honest, bro. That was the reason why he died 101. Blocking, holding block. Now there's a difference in holding block and tap blocking, like, because you can get some sustain back. And then there's holding block. And now you can get by with that if you build for it, but I don't think he built for it. Because he ran out of sand when I stunned him. When you gonna update all your builds on my website? Hopefully in the next few weeks. I've really, everything's been put on the back burner because I've been having to do this tile job with my dad. It's a 3-hour drive away, and it's putting a lot of, it's where I can only do that pretty much. I can't even do a video. So I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and don't get home till like 8 o'clock at night. Hey, what's up, Saul, man? How you doing, buddy? I mean, I want to update my builds as soon as I can. Well, for sure, it just takes time. I think the best thing that you can really learn how to do whenever you're PvPing is it's light attack weaving a lot of everything. Like, you light attack skill, light attack skill, light attack skill is the basics of it. Okay. And then you have to understand, like, it's all about burst. So that's oftentimes like why dot builds don't necessarily do as good, except for like on DK, because their dots hurt. But dot builds just don't perform as well sometimes as like just high burst. Like, you got to time skills up together to kill people. You got to, it's got to be like 2 or 3 skills plus a CC is what's very important. CCs are the name of the game for PvP. You can catch somebody with their buffs down and you can stun them. They're going to have to roll dodge a lot to not die. Or if you can run them out of resources before and then they just die because they can't roll dodge or whatever the case is. Got a 46 bomb and BGs. Nice, man. This other blade will put in that 46 kills for sure. Curse and fully charged heavy attack. Crystal weapon should be illegal. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Yeah, a lot of it just comes down to practice, Chrome, and just really understanding what you have room to do. Oftentimes, the reason why people line of sight is to break from where they're taking damage. Like, if I'm getting Zerg down right here, there's no way I can pull off a burst combo, because I have to single somebody out, right? So what you'll sometimes see me do is I'll come around this corner right here, and say there's like 2 or 3 people. I'll hit this one guy that's like right here, right? I hit him with a curse. I hit my crystal weapon. I streak him. And then I hit him with a medium weave into a whirling blade. So that's going to have my curse, my crystal weapon, my Vanisher 2H, my light attack. All of that's going to go off at once. Okay. So PvP is all about burst. It's all about picking your right time to go offensive. Because most of the time, you only have a window. You have a very small window to kill anything. Very small window in PvP. What's up, Jack? How you doing, man? Hey, Bosork? You guys have told me that all stream, man. Hey, Zilla, how's Bosork? Have you tried Bosork? I've been asked about Bosork more than I've been asked about this little blade. I love this build. This build's too good for outnumbered. We'll try Bosork then. I'll have to get that dot build. Or that dot set, whatever. The dot thing whenever you light attack. You don't play Bosork on stream? Figure. Oh, I'm probably dead. That freaking dot hurts, dude. Oh, I'm dead here. Unless... Woo! Woo! Freaking snared. Got a freaking... insane group of... Dude, can I freaking bar swap? Oh my goodness, dude. Those guys would have been deleted if I could have bar swapped. I freaking hit my... I bar swapped and hit my elude. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, dude. I would hit my streak, but I bar swapped and it didn't go off. Oh, would have been nasty. That meteor would have about flapped 3 of those guys. Make a Bosork. We may. What is that set that I have to get? I'll have to farm it. If I could have hit my streak there, they'd have been dead. Facts. Savage Werewolf is what I gotta get. I got a bow of Savage Werewolf, so just gotta get some jewelry and we can run it probably. I got some crystals. There's Vexy. Let's go down there. Yeah, we'll have to get it. What's good, Jordan? How you doing, man? See if we can go down south here and see what's going on. Savage Werewolf with what? For Bosork, you'd probably... Is it like a double Bosork, or how do you guys run it? Is it like double bow, or is it 2H back bar? Is Vader's from 2H only proc from medium weaves? From melee? You could do a medium weave with a bow on 2H with Vadishran with a range burst, right? I would rather go with Vate personally. Unleash Terror, so you could go like so then you could go with, that's super squishy, bro. Super squishy. So that's so you could go with Unleash Terror with Savage Werewolf and then do a back bar Vate 2H. Do that, I guess, right? Twice Fang Serpent double bow. Twice Fang Snake gives you a lot of pen, right? Nightblade, it didn't get any nerfs. I don't think so. They actually got, like, the surprise attack got buffed. So VVRP bow, yeah, that's the one with scatter shot. The one you knock him back and you get a dot on him. Oh man, I thought I hit my pot. They buff surprise attack by like a few percent. Surprised that got buffed, yes. Like 1%. Something like that. 1 or 2%. It was on the week 1 patch notes or something like that, I believe. Oh, that freaking guard CC sucks. Stampede isn't too bad with Rush of Agony. It's actually not bad. That's why Streak is so invaluable, dude. If I didn't have Streak, I would have been dead there, probably. I'm about to die. Nothing I can do about them with the freaking flag. Why are these guys just sitting here watching me? These guys are chill. Oh man, why are you level 14, bro? Oh man. Oh man, this is like a... It's kind of annoying though, because like these guards are freaking about to piss me off. Can't leave you guys alone. You guys are freaking so low level. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, I feel bad. Bad. Go ahead and leave him now. I feel bad. Alright, let's go over here to the blue side. Let's see what's going on over here. That's why I left it. I just left it. Oh, for sure, Cobra. Yeah, that's nasty, man. That's nasty. When I inevitably die, well, I didn't die. I didn't die. Zilla is no troll. No, I'm not a troll. I can sometimes troll, but not too much. Sometimes troll. Don't see any mini Magplars? Well, they're there. They're just maybe not as popular. Enough Bosark talk. Grey House is my home, but Blackreach is the only place where you can get action. So I don't know. We'll try some Bosark probably soon. I just love this build, dude. This build's too fun. Don't ya? Interesting. Not sure if he's trolling or what. But Pink's in the hospital right now, so... I wonder if she's in this ring. Oh, for sure. I can't wait till they fix console. That'd be nice. Let's go down here and see what's going on with these blues. Can I take this resource, please? I think that's just because of the ball groups, though. And stuff. Honestly. I think that's because of the ball groups. Like, there's ball groups on console, but I just don't PvP in Grey Host. So I don't really experience ball groups all that often. Yeah, I bet you it was bad on Friday for sure. The weekend. I don't know. I think it's really overloaded if being all honest here. The whole EU server is on PCNA. Like PCNA and EU are together right now because performance is better from on PCNA. So like I know Steady Eddie plays on PCEU, and he was saying that you couldn't find fights in Blackreach on PCEU because everybody's on NA. Yeah, but the thing is on EU, it's the fights have died down because everybody is on NA. Steady Eddie from the YouTube. Feel kind of bad taking 4v1 in that guy. You like Rallying Cry? Rallying Cry definitely makes you a little bit tankier for sure. Oh my goodness. I would get hit by the stupid ad that freaking stuns you and can't CC break and get hit by a bolt. Oh, I would. That would happen to me. It would. It would happen. It would happen. You can't break that CC for like years. It's just ridiculous. I hate the guard so much. Hate them. I actually kind of need to wrap up the stream probably. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Because I don't feel like running all the way back down here just to get PvP. Well, alright guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I'm gonna go see how Pink's doing. I think hopefully she's sleeping, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna call her and see what she's doing. But alright guys, well, we're gonna wrap up the stream. I hope I can get some videos this week. I really want to, at least one or two. Talk about some of the PTS stuff, talk about some builds, and all that jazz. But alright guys, well, that's gonna wrap up the stream for today. Let's see who we can raid on Twitch. Let's raid Imperial, and then we'll hop off for the day. But I appreciate you guys dropping by. I know I haven't been able to do as many videos as I want to here the past few weeks, but I've been trying to stream as much as I can. But alright guys, well, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.